Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over something that I've been thinking about for a little bit ever since I got the Xyzix. So I've had two problems with my preferred balance and my preferred flipping style. These two problems mainly came down to grip and tip weight. I personally don't mind, like handle bias or not handle bias, and like hot spots in the end of the handles versus a uniform feel throughout. I think they both feel fine, and I think they both excel in different areas that I both enjoy. So I'm completely fine with a handle that has, really tip weight or end weighted screws versus a handle that has somewhat of an end weight but is mostly a uniform distribution. You can kind of feel it here, but it's pretty uniform. Same with my aluminum balisongs. They have a uniform distribution. That doesn't affect me too much. But the main thing that does is that tip weight and grip, which I think this one is pretty good in grip-wise. It's not the best, and I mean, it's not the worst. I would give it like a 7 out of 10 for grip. It's probably not going to fly out of your hands unintentionally, but it might one or two times during a flipping session. This will probably fly out of your hands a fair few times because of flipping. Even though it has a nice finish, it's still quite slippery, and the aluminum on it isn't helping. The finish is better than a bead blast, but it definitely isn't staying in my hands if I go hard on it. But the tip weight on this thing is insane, and fans feel amazing. Fans feel absolutely incredible with this, whereas the tip weight on this is a bit lackluster, to say the least. Whenever I'm doing a fan, it feels like it doesn't want to continue by itself, and it feels like I have to keep forcing it to go. And you can even see here how unstable that fan is. It keeps rocking back and forth until it stops suddenly. And so whenever I do a fan on this, there's no rock back and forth like there is on the other one. It just goes, and it's consistent. This, I think, is the best of both worlds, for me at least. This would be my best of both worlds knife. It has a bit more of a blocky feel, kind of like a Prisma. This is also decently blocky, and I enjoy that in this knife. This one's a bit more rounded, so besides that, I don't really mind the blockiness. But the thing I do find interesting on this is the grip. This thing is so incredibly grippy that I don't think it could fly out of my hands if I tried. Like, I think I could rip this as fast as I can and just do tricks at insane speeds, and it's not going to fly out, given it's not a heavier, but it's a slower flipping balisong due to that tip weight, so you're not going to be ripping super fast on this thing. But if you did, I would feel confident that it's never flying out of my hands, and that I'm not going to have to worry about, dropping this thing due to a grip issue, because this is my grippiest balisong, like by a long shot. Like, I don't even have to try to hold on to this thing. It's that crazy, and the cutouts give excellent grip. Even the blank face sides, these are still grippier than the front sides of this and the front sides of this. Just these blank sides because of the finish on it. And these little things right here add a crap ton of grip. That and the tip weight. The tip weight on this thing, similar to the Frank, is insane. Maybe it's not as dramatic looking as the Frank, but you can definitely see that it has that extra chunk of weight right here. And also, blade thickness wise, you can see it doesn't thin out at the end like this blade does. It actually stays, and it's actually a bit thicker than the Frank. So it gives it a better distribution throughout the blade with the added benefit of that tip weight. So fans just feel amazing on this thing. Like, it's probably one of my favorite fanners in my collection. I can just fan this thing for hours, which I have been doing over the past couple days since I've got it. One other thing I really like about this thing is the sound. It kind of takes the clocky sound. I don't know how quite to describe these sounds. Like a clack, takes that clacky sound from aluminum and it gives it a really nice ring. And it's loud too, which, I mean, I don't mind. This is kind of like my quiet ballad song when I'm trying not to wake people up. And this would be my loud ballad song for when I'm just flipping and want to chill out and vibe and listen to some cool sounds. But it also has a really nice handle ring, which isn't like a blade ring where it's high-pitched and kind of annoying. It's very satisfying and like deep, and it just feels satisfying to listen to. So it solves like 10 problems at once for me. 1, the grip. 2, the handle design and the ergonomics are great because I like the square handles. 3, the tip weight. And 4, the weight distribution, I guess, would be another one that it kind of solves for me. It kind of gives the best of both worlds, where it's got weight at the end, but it's not so much weight that there's a hot spot. So it's kind of a nice balance in between like an all aluminum balisong with no screws at the end and something like the Frank. So it gives a nice balance between both of those things without sacrificing flipping performance. So I did not realize this until I was editing the video, but the footage cuts off about 10 seconds before I end the video. So hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.